are men the primary victims of war? To which I think it's only you, or actually, Callie, you say no, and then Ivy, you say no. Why is that?
I said, well, what was the question? I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
What I said?
Ivy was listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, go.
But I think she might have a good answer. I feel
No,
like
it's
I
okay.
talked a lot.
No, she didn't hear it. Go
After
ahead.
I listened.
Okay, so I think that in war, I think women and children are the primary victims of war. Yeah.
Question: let's remove children from it. Who's the primary victim of war, men or women?
That's tough because I guess there'll be more casualties with men. So men in that case. Because I was thinking about women and children combined. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just split it.
Why do women immediately get the social status of children?
I mean, just because we think about people that were able to fight in wars back then, and then the ones that carried weapons and were able to fight were men because they were sexist. They're saying because you're.
You think that's bad?
I mean, no, I didn't say it's bad. No, sorry. So I'm using sexism as in a term where it doesn't include power now. So I'm using the.
But wouldn't the sexism benefit women?
Sexist feminism?
No, you said it's sexist that women couldn't fight.
I mean, it's like back then, maybe there were some women that wanted to fight and they couldn't.
Don't you think that's privilege?
Isn't that privilege? I guess. Is it privilege that women can't fight in wars?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I
to
think
protect
it's a privilege.
you.
Yeah,
To
I think
protect
it's a
you.
privilege.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to go to the military.
But so I'm just confused here. You said between men, so if it's just men and women, you think it's men that are the primary victims of war, but if you include children, then it's women and children.
Women and children, yeah, because
Why?
I think that so why? So I think that during wars, a lot happened. I don't know, because I watched a lot of human rights film and the rape of Nanking and stuff like that. You learn a lot about comfort women being used in all these Asian countries, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and you just think oh wow, women and children are being used. It was underage children. So I think
men. And men being used.
Men were fighting each other. Yes.
Now, men, also the infirm and elderly and the ones who couldn't fight were used experimentally, just like women were in those particular instances that you're talking about, like Nanking. But let me ask you this question. Let me ask it in reverse. Who's the primary victim of war? Men and children or women?
I think I already said men, so men and children then, right?
Yeah, men and children. Right?
Yeah.
So I just didn't understand why children instantly get lumped in with women.
I know, right? I think that always happens. When you're evacuating, it's women and children first. So I think that.
So female privilege.
That's that whole chivalry thing.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Like a carryover.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I mean, definitely bad things absolutely do happen to women in war that are kind of more specifically gendered when it comes to their victimization. But even going ahead and granting that, and yes, of course, absolutely terrible, how can you, and also typically the war front is pretty far away. Women have time to escape that. Sometimes invading armies, if they're moving really quickly, they can go through areas of civilization where there's still civilian population. But I mean, you see this especially World War II when the Russians were going through Germany. But so
what?
Well, I mean, where do you would you, if you could put 100 men to death to prevent one woman from being essayed, would you do it?
Who am I? Am I a girl or a guy? I'm confused. Oh, am I the person in power that's doing this?
If you had to put 100 men to death to prevent one woman from getting essayed, would you do it?
I think that, what is that called? I forgot what it's called, but there's a word for it. But it's you want to have the greatest amount of good for the greatest amount of people. And I think in that case, it's 100 men versus one woman.
Yeah, so what's your answer?
So the 100 men, I would not kill them.
Brenda, it seemed like you actually had a position on this.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Would you kill the 100 men?
I was just fidgeting. I'm sorry.
But would you kill the 100 men to save one woman from essay?
Would I kill 100 men to save one woman? I wouldn't kill anyone.
If you had to choose.
I don't know. I can't kill. I wouldn't kill anyone.
You have to choose though.
Who says a woman is getting killed? He just said SA. Who's saying the woman's getting killed?
No. He's
Don't confuse it more. Which one did you pick?
Yeah, well, you're
Wait.
not.
No. Hold on.
It's just a button. Just push a button, 100 men die, or a woman gets SA'd.
It's hard for me to push the button because one person eventually gets hurt, and
One person eventually. 100 people versus one person.
well, they either or people end up getting hurt. Because I've been SA'd before, so it's hard for me to make that decision to like have that happen. I know it's a hypothetical. It's just, but like this is like digital footprint. You know what I mean? So it's like I can't make that decision.
So you would let 100 men die then?
No, I never said that. I said
Well, if you had to pick one.
I can't pick. I'm sorry. I'm not juicy right now for this.
How about, let me make it simpler. Would you send 100 innocent men to prison to prevent one man from walking free who 100% essayed a woman?
To prison? Yeah, but are they gonna get like the death penalty?
No, but
they just go in prison?
they spend 3
Like,
years.
did they do anything?
They spend 3 years in
But
prison.
did they do anything to put themselves in prison, or they're innocent?
No.
Okay, let me repeat the question.
Okay.
I'll repeat the question. Would you send 100 innocent men to prison for 3 years to prevent one man from walking free who 100% provably essayed a woman?
First off, I'm sorry for getting you frustrated.
It's
by
okay.
me.
It's all right. Just, do you want to answer the question?
Well, yeah. I said yeah. I said yeah. I would send them.
100 innocent men. How about 1,000 innocent men?
I'm not good with these. I don't. It's hard for me.
What's the limit?
It's hard. I don't know. It's hard for me to like.
Yes,
to,
I know
to,
it's
like,
hard,
Answer these
but answer the
hypotheticals.
question. I don't understand what's hard about it. You answered it for 100.
Well, it's hard because I think about my digital footprint, and like